Hey guys, and welcome back to Deku Tarot and to your daily reading for Thursday, the 12th of December, 2019. It is also the full moon in Gemini, and it's really big energy today. If you haven't seen the full moon in Gemini video, definitely go watch it. I have a poll for each of the signs, and the first 5 minutes are really important for the energy right now and the energy for the rest of the month. So please go check out at least the first 5 minutes of that. There's really important messages in the energy right now, just astrologically, and I just think everybody needs to hear that. So we're going to talk about the energy today, and it's going to be an interesting one, I think. I'm quite excited for this read. We're going to be using this, I'm going to call it the Monsters deck, just because I don't know what else to call it, and it doesn't have a name, but it was from Dave, so thank you. It was that one that he got at, I believe he got it at, he said at Spencer's, and it was like $8. It's very cool. It's actually very well done for being sold there, which is pretty crazy to me. Yeah, it's really awesome. So we're going to use that, and I don't know what other deck we'll use. We're going to feel it out though, okay? So let's see what's happening today. Okay. And again, the moon is moving from Gemini into Cancer as we move into Friday as well. Yeah, this Gemini full moon is really big energy. There's a lot of Capricornian, obviously, influence and a triple conjunction. So it's big stuff right now. I don't think we're going to have a full moon like this for a very long time. So definitely check out that video. Let's see what's happening today. Thursday, the 12th of December, 2019. Ooh. Show me how today plays out. Okay, what are you doing? I want you. Oh, that's why I wanted you. Okay. I'm going to pull one more from this deck. I knew you were coming out eventually. I saw you peeking. Okay, so we're going to pull some clarifiers for sure. First card out, though, for the energy of today's Temperance. That's not bad. Things coming into alignment, really a mature adaptation to what life is really throwing at us right now, is how it always feels to me. You know, there's really great kind of coming together, getting onto a level playing field, getting things back into alignment energy with Temperance. We gotta align ourselves in the internal to bring about change and a way forward that is smooth in the external. So we're really coming into alignment here in a nice way. However, we get a little bit of tough energy next. So we get Page of Pentacles, which is Baron Samedi. I actually don't know, and I haven't been able to look up who this is, so let me know in the comments. You guys are always quite clever with that. And then we get the Page of Swords reversed, who is the Headless Horseman. I'm going to hold him upright, but note that he's actually reversed in this. For me, when the Page of Swords comes up, there is a sense of spying or communication through digital means. So we could be seeing something on social media, communicating in ways that might be a little bit sneakier, less than stellar, trying to derive information from somebody in an underhanded way, especially if it's through text, if it's through, I don't know, all those kind of things, like digital messaging and all that stuff. So it feels like it brings up a kind of immature quality of needing something, like, I need attention from this person. I need, to know that it's like this, but I'm not seeing what I want to see right now. So I'm going to keep spying and trying to derive information from this, or trying to spy my way through this, figure out what's going on here. So watch out for any tendencies that come up like that. Again, I talk a little bit about why these kind of feelings and these kind of more destructive and impulse-driven actions are coming up here again in that Gemini full moon video. The Empress comes up next though, and that's pretty nice, but it is Kali, the destroyer. And again, this is I love this Empress card just because right now Uranus is in Taurus, and this is very much the energy of the Empress. Yes, she gives life. Yes, she brings about, amazing transformation, amazing abundance, and new life, new just absolute wonder, just all that wonderful stuff that the Empress does bring. That's Venusian qualities to that really all the I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time Englishing right now. I don't know why. That really all, the queens together kind of combine to make, but she does have that earthen quality as well. So for me, she's kind of a Uranus and Taurus card. Yes, she is going to bring about destruction, really sudden change, really sudden endings because you've asked for change. You want to manifest something, well, you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to have things end. You have to be willing to rid yourself of the less than stellar qualities that keep us from getting and manifesting whatever it is you're working towards. The Ten of Wands comes up at the end here, which is the dragon. And the Ten of Wands is a very exhausted, there's a lot to carry card, there's a lot to deal with it. It's very frustrated, very on edge, kind of like I'm taking on way more than I can handle at this point. So let's get some clarifiers here about what all this is kind of entailing here. What do I want to clarify this with today? I think we're going to go with the Morgan Greer and see what it has to say. Okay, I get it. Okay. Ooh. All right, and there we get the clarified energy here. We'll leave it to the Morgan Greer to hit us with. It kind of detangles other messages, I find. I want to say we have all 4 types of pages out on the table. So again, there's a lot of immature energy and very base of all of the pages kind of coming up again. Very, base fire, base earth, base air, but negative base air because it is the only one that is reversed there. We get the Page of Rods, Page of Cups. Okay. If you can bring a situation that has really got you tangled up in your head here out into the open, out into reality, something really wonderful can happen. But you have to be willing to put your cards on the table here. Ooh, okay, I get this now. All right, I see the big picture. I really like this. Hermit comes up underneath, the double page, Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords reversed there. And right next to him, actually, we'll talk about what's right next to him in a second, because the Hermit here really wants to go with, this is a very internal situation. It doesn't feel like, you're actively talking to this person or actively speaking in this situation. It's more of, again, a looking, a spying, and feeling from within. What is this bringing up within you? And you really need to look at that before you go ahead and start, calling this person out, saying this, saying that, and giving into these less than mature energies, these less than developed energies. Because after this, you get the Page of Rods, but after him is the Emperor. And look at the way the Page of Rods looks at the Emperor here. It's as an upgrade. You don't even have, the Knight. You don't have the Queen. It just goes from the Page to the Emperor. That's a real stand-up quality. If you want to make a situation happen, if you want to do something about this, if you really want the answers that you're seeking and that you might be trying to derive from, again, spying or not really directly approaching. Again, there's an indirect approach here is really the basis of that. And with all this page energy, it's very intense. It's like, I want to know, I need to see what's happening. It's bringing up these feelings for me, and I'm having these feelings. What do I do with it? Because then after the Emperor comes the Ten of Swords reversed. This is like a very stand-up energy. We can do what we've been doing, which has been, prodding and poking, but we can just kind of flip the table here, flip the script, and stand up in our truth. Start taking out the 10 swords and stop worrying about what it means, what it meant before when they were all in. Stop. I mean, like in this, I know that you guys probably, let me hold it up in a way so that you can see it how I see it on the table. He's turned away from the 10 swords. He looks more at the qualities of himself that he wanted to mature. Again, he's staring right at that page of rods. He's looking at all that base fire energy. What is this bringing up and why? And where do I'm going to take this? I need to stand up in this and do something with this. It's hitting all areas here. And if you do want to change this, and if this has to do, again, if you're pursuing somebody, again, we have an Emperor and an Empress in this reading. If you feel someone is your perfect pair, and if you're ready to do something, if you are ready to do something about it, because again, I can't tell you what to do. You can bring a horse to water, but you can't make them change. You can't make them drink. You can't make somebody step up to the plate. So in this situation, if you think that this person is your divine counterpart, or that this is, again, this feels like a really great match. But with the 10 of Wands upright and the 10 of Swords reverse, you carry this burden, this fear of rejection, really is what the core of it is. And it's because somebody else maybe led you on, or, you thought you had it and it was gone. And it could have been this person in the past. But you'll never know if you don't either confront it head on or fully move on from it. And I feel for a lot of you, it's time to confront the situation head on. It's the last page, and then we get the Ace of Pentacles, and it's the Page of Cups. Realization of our emotional direction, realization of our feelings, and bringing this into the material, into reality. I love that the Ace of Pentacles has this beautiful flowery doorway here. We have a doorway to something stable, solid, something that is real, tangible. There's real affection that can be built into something real here. This is a real new beginning. And I know that this has kind of become a love reading, but it kind of feels like a love reading. And it kind of feels like love energy right now. So let's pull a couple of Doreen Virtue Romance Angel cards. Oh, when we get 1 10 in a reading, we always get another. And I love the way they mirror each other. 10 up, 10 reverse. Like, how beautiful is that? The 10 of Wands is a lot easier to conquer and a lot easier to overcome than the 10 of Swords. And the 10 of Swords are really already flipping. It's like the 10 of Wands is the stress in terms of stepping over this hurdle and letting go of the 10 swords that were in your back from the past, from what has happened then. This could be the one. I mean, this is kind of how it feels. Like, this person could be the one. Are you willing to step up to the plate? Are you willing to do what needs to be done? Are you willing to mature in this energy and bring it forth? I mean, it doesn't have to be you. This could be the other person as well. But you've already met the romantic partner you seek. For those of you who this resonates as a love reading, I mean, this is a powerful one. It's kind of like a random Gemini full moon charged love reading here. Oh my God, engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. For some of you, engagement's on the table. And we can, bop around in this page energy forever. But for some of you, it's getting over your fear of commitment and being like, well, do I really love this person? Do I really think this is the one? Do I really care? And what will happen if I let this go versus if I go full in? Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Really big, beautiful messages today. I am loving it. I guess we'll pull a Halloween oracle, even though this is kind of like a love reading. Graveyard, unnecessary fear. Oh my God, this is perfect, guys. This is a really good read. This is like, if this is resonating with you, please put this in the comments below, because wow, this feels like it's meant for somebody like specifically, because these messages are very like specific and intense, and like even the oracles like matching up to it so well. Okay, so let's see. Why can't I find you? Okay. Graveyard. Okay, unnecessary fear. Pull this card and know that you fear unnecessarily. Things are not as they seem, and you can overcome your obstacles. The anxieties you have, although real, should be put aside before they haunt you long term. Instead, trust that you know the correct next steps and that you will act upon them. I really like this reading, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for all of your support. If you haven't, make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share it if you enjoyed it. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Namaste.